Hey, Vinyl Community, Jeff here again. Time for a few price drop grabs on Amazon. I've explained this numerous times in numerous videos on how I use CamelCamelCamel.com to monitor my wish list. I put everything in my Amazon wish list. This program will go in and I set the prices I'm looking for, and it'll alert me via email that, hey, this album that's in your collection or this item that's on your wish list, it monitors all my wish lists, has dropped below the threshold that I have set for that album. And so what I do for albums that I don't have to have immediately, I put them in there and wait and hope that they don't sell out, which sometimes they do. But I wait because inevitably Amazon tends to eventually drop the prices because it's getting a few weeks old or whatever, and they clear out stock. And then I pounce. And so I always wait for albums to drop into the teens, maybe early 20s as far as dollar amount. And so, yeah, so let's go into this. Now, this particular album I was unaware of. And Bev over at Clarkavision showed it a couple weeks ago. And I'm like, oh, I didn't know they had a new album. Boom, put it in my wish list. Literally 2 or 3 days later, plummeted down into the teens. Talking about Metal Gods by DreamEvil. I discovered DreamEvil back in like their second album or so, like 2002 or 3. I don't know. When was that album? Early 2000s. I discovered them. And this is their first album in like 7 years. So it caught me off guard. I didn't know that they had a new one out. She showed it as one of her 2024 purchases. And I'm like, oh, crud. Went on Amazon. Boom. Threw it in my cart. And voila. It came out and dropped in price, and I grabbed it. So yeah, I love this band. They've got a solid, this is just black, solid melodic type metal, Euro metal sound. They're just one of those bands that fall right into a sweet spot that just tickles my fancy for sure. And they have not lost their edge. Absolutely phenomenal, solid sounding album. All of their albums are. I need to go back. I don't have any of their stuff on vinyl. I don't know if the earlier stuff is on vinyl. I haven't checked. So I need to go back and look. Most of the stuff I have by them has been on CD over the years. So, but yeah, great stuff, great band. And yeah, so if you missed out on it like I did, if you didn't know that this was a new album that came out, go grab it. These other two, and let me tell you the story about this one. I got U.D.O or U.D.O solid. These have all been reissued. His early albums have been reissued, and I've picked them up as they drop in price. There's still a handful. There's a long way to go. And they aren't all dropping, but this is, they're slowly dropping. This is his fifth album from '97. I think the other ones I got were the ones that were earlier than that. So as they've been reissuing them, they occasionally drop in price. Now, this one dropped into the $20 range, and so I grabbed it. But let me tell you what happened. I placed the order on Amazon, and a couple of days later, I received the package. And I opened it up, and it wasn't U.D.O. And I'm like, okay. Now, it's one of those deals, I've dealt with this before, where on the edge of the box, it has the name of the album that's actually in there, which is not U.D.O. But then on the side of the package, there's another barcode sticker that says this album title on it. I submitted a thing to return it. They sent me another copy. Same exact situation, same exact wrong album, same exact labeling issue. So then I had to go and talk to the people and fight with them because then they just wanted to refund it. And I'm like, well, no, I don't want to do that. I want the album. You only have like 5 copies left. Surely one of them is right. Anyway, they ended up having to refund it. I'm like, well, yeah, but now the prices went up, and I don't want a refund because now your prices went up. And he said, oh, it went up like $4. I'll give you a $5 credit. I'm like, perfect. Brings it back down to regular. They refunded it. They sent another. Well, I had to order it again. Third time's a charm. It came. It is the right album. I now have 2 copies of KennyWayneShepherd's Trouble Is 25 on vinyl that I have to return to Amazon. Quick and easy drop-offs, not a big deal. But yeah, part of me wanted to keep one of these actually because I like KennyWayneShepherd. This is his new, it came out a year or two ago, re-record of Trouble Is, which was I think his first album, Blue and Black and all those big hits. Double record set, and there's 2 of them here, and these are retailing for $40, which is twice as much as I paid. But I thought, I need to get the album I want, so I'm going to return those, and this finally showed up in the mail, the proper one. And then another one that dropped not too terribly long ago is Revel in Time by StarOne. StarOne, this is the third StarOne album in 20 years. Their first album was in 2002. Second album was in 2010. That one I picked up on vinyl just a couple months ago because, again, that was reissued and it dropped in price. This is their 2022 album. And if you're not familiar with them, this is, what's his name? Arjun. I'm going to pronounce his name all wrong. It's Arjun Anthony Lucason's StarOne. And yes, he has 3 albums out and a live album. I'm not sure the live album is on vinyl. I have to check. But there's a live album that came out in 2003 after the first album. First album was really intriguing. I remember buying it back in the day because it was really cool because all the songs deal with space movies. And so it's neat to listen to the songs and say, oh, he's talking about Star Wars there. Oh, he's talking about, Star Trek there. Oh, he's talking about Alien or whatever. So it was all like an ode to science fiction and space adventure. So that was kind of cool. And of course, he has done all the Arion stuff, and that keeps him busy. There's so much of that stuff coming out. So this is his other project, StarOne. So I feel like I'll probably the first album is not that cheap on vinyl, so I haven't got that. But I feel like I'll eventually complete my StarOne collection way earlier than the Arion collection, which I only have 1 or 2 of. Most of those have been reissued on vinyl too, so they're on my list. Great stuff though. And again, just 3 quick price drops. These are not things, and just so people know, people are like, don't buy online, blah, blah. I understand all that. None of my local stores carry this stuff. This is not the kind of stuff I'm going to find locally. This is stuff that I have to order online. And I don't, and again, they're not things that I rush out and buy, so I don't mind waiting until they go on sale like this. And so that's how it is. That's how it rolls. Anyway, that's it. Just some fun stuff. If you missed out on those, there they are. If not, keep an eye on the online sales. They drop occasionally. Get some good deals. See you later. Rock on and rock hard.